Hello, everyone. Welcome to this exciting race of Luigi's Mansion. Currently doing the No Out of Bounds Tournament 2025. We are in the losers quarterfinals, if I'm not mistaken. With Pancakes on the left side, Kaii on the right side, and my name is Pablo. Some of you might know me, I run this game as well. But today these two guys are going to be running. So, Pancakes been away for a while, came back, snatched a new 55 personal best within just not a lot of time after coming back, and then we have Kaii who just very recently got a new record, not in this category but in the No Out of Bounds category for the PAL version, which he's been actively grinding for a while. The runners are about to start, as it seems. Yeah, the timer's going down. I cannot see Kai's timer, but I'll try to get that fixed. So they're off. We're having a pretty even matchup today. These two runners are very close in terms of their personal best. I think Kaii has a 55-50 and Pancakes with a 55-58. So it could be anyone's game, really. So yeah. The audio didn't switch. The audio didn't switch for... Just for information, this is my first time doing solo commentary, so... That might be on me. I don't know if that's one of the commentary controls. I can try to fix the... I can try to fix it right now. Alright. Should be better. Alright, sorry for the technical difficulties. I could not pay attention to their streams, but it looks like they're synced up. Probably no mistakes. It's just Area 1, we have all seen this a million times. So nothing matters really in Area 1 except for the very end. We have some doubles, we have some portrait ghost suck-ups. Nothing that can go majorly wrong unless we see like a poison mushroom spawning or something. But that would, be very rare to see in a race. At the end of this area, they're synced. They're absolutely synced. What is not synced are their timers, as it seems. So we're gonna try to get that fixed in just a sec. And also in just a sec they're going to be going for the Chauncey boss fight, which has a one cycle that's very difficult.
Mario.
So I tried fixing the desync on the timers, but it looks like they're still just a bit off. But it's not much, so I guess it will be fine for just now. I'll maybe try to see if I can get it fixed later, maybe during the cutscene, but it seems more important right now to get this... give this fight some attention. So right now, they're setting up... They're both going to be setting up for the one cycle. Pancakes on the left, Kaii on the right. Let's see who's going to get it. Pancakes gets it, Kaii also gets it. That's what we'd love to see. Very close. Very close race. It looks like Pancake is slightly in the lead, but his timer is also slightly more progressed, so maybe it's just an exactly synced race. So yeah, right now a cutscene. We're going to be entering a cutscene. Not much happening today. Just EGAD showing Luigi his portrait-ocasionizer machine, which turns the ghost he just caught into beautiful portraits, which you can actually collect and view in the gallery in the game, if you didn't know that. It's something we never see in a speedrun because it's pointless, unless you're watching Joven when he's bored and he does a gallery percent, but that doesn't happen every day. So both runners going into area 2, it's pretty much synced at this point. Area 2 is going to be a bit larger of an area. Area 1 functioning mainly to get you to be introduced to the game, the ghost sucking mechanics. Area 2 you can immediately see the hallways are larger. We're going to be doing a lot more walking. What's very important for walking in the dark hallways will be that if you point towards the ceiling, it prevents ceiling ghosts from spawning. Ooh, Kaii going for the nice double there, gets a bit messy of a suck up, but still good. Pancakes with the consistent classic double. But also getting a much cleaner key suck up than Kaii. So gaining a little bit of time overall. But so you see runners pretty much always pointing their flashlights up because there are ceiling ghosts that can spawn and you don't want them to do that. And if you look towards the ceiling, they can never appear. So here we have the ballroom, which has a 6-piece strat for the Shy Guys, which both runners are going to be attempting for sure. Yeah, they're both setting up for it. And both got it. Awesome. That's one of the strats. It saves. We used to always just do classic doubles. This strat saves about a second over the doubles if done very well. But it's also a bit more risky because you can, if you mess up, you might break off of all the Shy Guys. Both runners getting a lucky 10-second time save there. We call it early release. You can either get it like they did or wait 10 seconds. So this is the desired outcome. So far, very good runs for both runners. I wasn't exactly there at the start of Area 1, but I assume because they were synced, either they specifically lost the same amount of time or they both did it perfectly, but we're just gonna assume they did it perfectly. We can look at their brew release times. Because we're about to be releasing the booze into the mansion. So Pancake's a bit in the lead. I guess we're gonna switch to Pancake's audio, even though they're very close. Anything can happen. And yeah, they got good boo release time, so the runs are both looking very good. That's always what you like to see. Tournament nerves can hit sometimes. The runners that are usually very consistent can make crazy mistakes sometimes. But so far, we haven't seen that happen. And if you compare the PVs, this run should be one of the closer races in the tournament. I don't know how much Pancakes has been playing lately. I know Kaii has been playing a lot of PAL. So he might accidentally go the wrong direction sometimes, or go for a setup that's not seen in this version. Oh, they both get the same setup. Ooh, Pancakes gets perfect. But they both are getting a tech skip, which you can only get if the boo is not under the tablecloth. So that's great news. Pancakes getting the perfect setup, where he's in the bottom right. The first object you check. So he gains a bit of time. Both getting a perfect boo here as well. So Pancakes keeps his lead. And we're going to be seeing a lot of boos getting captured. And when the boos get captured... Ooh, bad read from Pancakes. That actually allows Kaii to take the lead. The boos hide in random furniture. It's always a select few object. It cannot be any object. But it's random from a few selected objects which one he picks to hide in. So it's very important to have that knowledge of where the boo can appear and know where to search. Yeah, Pancakes, if you do the first two boos perfectly with that setup he just did, when you enter wardrobe, the boo will always move before you can get to it. So what Pancakes should have done there, he should have like reverse read the room. But yeah, you can see it varies a lot. Not just the luck, but also the way they're capturing it. Pancakes was in the lead for just a tiny bit, but now they're completely synced. And speaking of synced, look at the timers. They fixed it. That's great. So yeah, almost perfect sync. Kaii pulling ahead just a bit. Even though they got basically the exact same boos there in those two rooms. And that's another important thing. There's a lot of luck in the game, but there's also a lot of small technique that really adds up. For example, sucking up Ghost and boos. This is not Luigi's Mansion 3. There's a lot of strategies that you can do to save time, and also just your movement while sucking up Ghost can add up really fast. So that's why we're gonna see the difference between the 56 runners and these two 55 runners, for example. Yeah, no boo doubles, no boo doubles. This is not a Joven run. For those of you who don't know, their boo double refers to a strat with the last two boos we saw. You can actually get them two at once, but it's extremely risky. Because if you miss one of the boos, you have to go upstairs to advance the game. Because you need 5 boos to get to the walk room where they just got the key. Joven versus Joven. Now that race is actually next week, so tune in then. He's gonna be bored waiting for his opponent to be selected for grand finals. Kaii actually going for a weird setup here. You're not supposed to spawn that medallion before. You always want to spawn it after you get the boo. But luckily they both get the warp. Pancakes with a bit better of a boo. So we're going to be collecting the fire medallion. They're going to save and quit, and they're going to re-enter the mansion here, and that does a few things, but the most important thing is that the next portrait ghost we're going to be capturing, Shivers the Butler, he walks back and forth the hallway, or he floats back and forth the hallway. And with this setup, he's always in the perfect spot if you do this room correctly, which they both did. So far no major mistakes, no missed fire warps, no missed Chauncey 1 cycles, no missed Shy Guy 6Bs. Just small stuff from both runners so far. And as you can see, you want the butler to be all the way to the right of this hallway, because that makes his path to the butler's room, his own room, a lot shorter, which obviously is faster. And it's like Nintendo wanted us to speedrun this game, because here we have an optional room that we have just enough time to clear before the butler reaches his room. And this is not out of bounds, so we don't need optional rooms, but this room is very good to clear because there's a boo with only 40 health, which we can capture basically for free. We need 40 boos to finish the game. So they're gonna be collecting the hat here. And you can see they both collected it at a very specific moment. That is to skip the chest cutscene. Ooh, Kaii doubting himself there. Losing a bit more time over pancakes, but yeah. Very close race. So this boo is pretty much always in that top left thing. So yeah, I was just about to say, getting a read, reading something in the radar, in that object there, if the boo is there, it's technically the fastest in that bottom right thing. But usually the boo is in the top left anyway, so you might as well not check. Yeah, but what if it is there? This is one of the more technical rooms. You have to burn the ghost while being a... Ooh! The hidden room strikes again. Pancakes. Oh, and he misses one too, but he gets bailed out by the invisibility. So Kaii actually gains a lot of time on pancakes here. But Kaii, on the other hand, kinda gets a bad boost, so it's not the end of the world. Hit by the bat. Classic. So those bats you really want to try to avoid, but yeah. Sometimes it just can be hard. So it seems like both the runners missed the tech skip, so Michael, he's not awake. So we have Melody here, she can play one of two songs. Songs being the Waters theme, which we just heard, or the Super Mario Bros. 3 theme. I'm still not sure whether it's faster. I hear Water is slightly faster, but I've never done my own testing, so I'm not just gonna assume that's the case. Alright, so Kaii in the lead just barely. Losing some time there. The Pancake's gaining some time from that hidden room slip up in that Melody room. So, ooh, messing up. We got them pretty close together. Finishing up area 2. So this boo you want to be in the dishwasher, and it looks like Kaii might have a chance to have him here. And he is not. The boo trolled him, that's the bomb. Pancakes gets the boo in the bottom left. So this is interesting because Pancakes found the boo earlier, but Kaii, is he gonna get the... Oh no, he pulled off the cloth, I didn't even see that. So Pancakes takes the lead. Here we have Spooky, who guards the entrance to the graveyard. We let him attack us on purpose, because that makes the cycle end quicker, and it makes the skeleton spawn earlier. And after he's defeated, you can enter the doghouse. And as you can see by Kai's gameplay, it has a crazy hitbox. Ooh, nice. Great. Oh, they both got it. A fairly recent development. I wouldn't say too recent, but I think it's only been like a year or two that we started doing that. A fast version to get that double. We used to go like top left and then get them there. We're also getting in where that Pancakes has some IRL difficulties. Has trouble hearing the game's audio. So maybe it's the time for headphones. So here we have Bogmar. He is probably out of the 4 bosses the easiest one. And as I say that, Kaii messes up. I say he's relatively the easiest, but he's still tricky. He's still tricky. Sometimes he just takes you for a ride, and you just, yeah. Good luck. So Pancake's still in the lead, entering area 3. This is probably just a result of Kai's adrenaline rush, getting that POW record today. He's already a winner today. He could be a double winner, but even if he loses this race, he's still taking home that minute barrier 102. So maybe I should elaborate on that, as we have a long cutscene right here. So I've mentioned POW a few times now. As you can tell by the characters here, we're running on the Japanese version, which is the fastest version for No Out of Bounds. There's also a European version of the game, also known as POW, and that version, because it came out later, the developers added a special version of the Hidden Mansion, which is like the New Game Plus mode, where the layout of the mansion is first of all completely flipped, and it has different enemies everywhere, different boo health to different bosses, a lot of changes. So there's actually different speedrun categories for that. And Kaii is very, he's very fond of how he likes running it. He's been trying to get a record. He actually is already the previous record holder, but today he took back his throne, and he actually got a minute barrier break, getting the first ever 102, which is amazing. Yeah, Pancake's on a very good run, and doesn't seem to be making a lot of mistakes apart from that hidden room slip up. But still, it's anyone's game. Area 2 and Area 1 are usually the, apart from Chauncey 1 cycle, it's usually the area where you see the least amount of difference. I think in Area 3 and 4 is where the big mistakes really start to happen, because the further you get, obviously, yeah, nerfs start coming into play. So both the runners are probably aware of how close they are to the other runner, how big their lead/deficit is. So they're going to be wanting to do everything to, in Pancake's case, to keep ahead of Kaii, or in Kai's case, to catch up. Here we collect an optional key. This key allows us to go through the shortcut door that's right to the left of this hallway, and that's just a lot faster than having to walk all the way around, so that's why we get that. We don't need Biff, the bodybuilder ghost. Here we're gonna see a text gift setup. We've seen a few of these before, or one of these. Ooh, pancakes. Getting ghosts on the ceiling can be extremely difficult. Because it's just, you're so far away from the ghost. Grabbing it is quite a chore, quite a task. And Kaii actually, yes, demonstrating that perfectly. Oh, okay, yeah. Both runners having trouble with the ghost on the ceiling. But yeah, they're trying to set up a tech skip where they get the boo, and then right afterwards they collect, they suck up a cloth. So Pancake's gonna show that. And the reason that works is because when you suck up a cloth, Luigi gets pushed back a bit. He gets like recoil, and that recoil actually overlaps the animation where Luigi is gonna talk to Egad, so it just skips it. Ah, and Kaii, I don't think that was even off enough. It looked like it was more than halfway, not more than, oh, it was off enough. You just demonstrated that to prove me wrong. So yeah, ooh, Pancake's trying to dupe a pearl. I think that was undupable. I won't get into duping because it's not really in this category, but if you're interested, there's a video explaining it by Lunatic J. So getting Nana, you really don't want to miss those yarn balls, because if you miss even one of them, you have to reload the room completely. This room can be very nerve-wracking, but it's also not the worst in the game. It's also nerve-wracking because of this boo. This boo has 100 HP, and there's gonna be pearls. And when there's pearls and a boo, you always want to be very careful, because Luigi prioritizes everything but the boo. So you're gonna maybe get locked off the boo, and the boo will escape. Especially with so much HP, it can be very difficult to control that. So here we have Pancakes in the Astro Hall, lighting the candles, which makes the ghost waves appear. And if you don't do that and try to go to the right, the room just loops indefinitely. Ooh, both runners actually struggling with the candles. I personally find those candles to be quite challenging as well, so I can't say I blame them. Pancake's going for the triple setup here. It's a very classic strat, just a very clean Astro Hall. Ooh, not a very clean read by Pancakes. So the main way the runners try to find these boos, is he gonna get this? Ooh, a lot of cackles there. The main way the runners try to find these boos, if you look at the bottom right for Kaii, there's a little light on the Game Boy that's flashing red. And you can tell the more it's flashing, the closer you are to an object that has the boo. In this room it's quite difficult because you have all those candles very close together. So that's why we saw Pancakes hesitant and choosing the wrong one. And here we have the moonshot. It can be stressful, but there's a way to always hit the moon, which is to make a V shape between Luigi's arm and the nozzle of the vacuum. So you're going to be seeing Kaii go for that. Look, there's a little bit of space and he just shoots. He knows it will always hit. And that explodes the moon. Destroys the solar system as we know it. But it gives us access to Mario Star. Which for some reason doesn't grant us invisibility for the rest of the game. It's just something we need to progress. If you look very closely, both runners already have the star in the bottom right corner, so you could say they are having 2 stars right now. And here we come to maybe the scariest part of the run, because this is where you can really doom the attempt. What they're going to be trying to do, hopefully for them, they're going to be doing a trick similar to the fire warp that we saw earlier. They're going to be spawning a glove, which is one of Mario's items. Ooh, Pancake's getting grabbed. They're going to be spawning a glove. They're going to be activating the boo and capturing it while landing on top of the glove. And that's going to allow them to warp out while still having it collected, thus saving time walking back. If they miss it, what they're probably going to do is they're going to go to this next room on the left, and they're going to mirror warp out. But if we see that, it's going to be probably a lot of trouble for them. So let's hope they don't have to resort to that. I think they both got it, yeah. Pancake's actually with the faster version. It's actually slightly optimal to land right next to the glove and then move into it as you're receiving the call from EGAD, because that makes that really funny text appear later as opposed to earlier. And later you don't get stopped from it. You don't have to stop and read it. You can just keep walking. So they're going to be grabbing fire here. Both runners. Ooh, Pancake's weird boo. They're so close. They're so close. This is really anyone's good. They're synced. Just the text. Look at that. Perfectly synced gameplay. Yeah, they're pretty much exactly in sync right now. This is crazy. We see Kaii just mashes slightly faster. Or maybe he just got the text earlier. I didn't see. So the twins hide in random boxes, but it's not that hard to find them because you can just spray the boxes with fire, and if it shakes, it means that they're in there. Are we gonna see a double from these runners? Oh, not from Kaii. Kaii doesn't go for it. That's interesting. Oh, and Pancakes goes for it, but he doesn't get it. So Kaii actually saving some time there by not going for it from the get-go, but then again, these runners very close. Any slightly unoptimal boo, any slightly unoptimal text will shift the tides of this race. And Kaii with a very tired boo wanting to go to bed, but Kaii doesn't let him. So yeah, Kaii just slightly ahead. Going out of this room with a slightly better room. Opting to not go for that twins double, it's a very hard strat, I cannot blame him, and it can go very wrong. So for a tournament race, that might just be the right call. Oh, and almost attempting the legendary Kaii disc strat, even though that was probably not intentional. But he just had to show his own strat. Pancake's gaining a bit of time there, and also getting a better boo. And it's just like that, back in the lead again. So this is the thing about luck in this game. We've seen good luck in different spots from both runners. They both got good luck in different parts. And usually it kind of balances out. So most of the time, the runner that makes the least amount of mistakes is still going to end up victorious. Here we have 1 minute plus of mashing text. You need a lot of arm strength and willpower to get through this every run, but it's just part of it. So if anybody has any donations, this will be a perfect time. But yeah, we're basically just giving the 5 items from Mario we collected, which is the hat, the leather, the shoe, the glove, and the star. And she's basically telling us, well, I don't know, it's all in Japanese. But luckily she's done, and after that she just allows herself to be captured. Actually, one of the stranger ghosts to capture, because she doesn't work like other ghosts. She has no pull, so you cannot pull back. It's very interesting. You have to like wiggle the C stick, wiggle the control stick in a very specific way to drain her HP. Both runners getting a good boo, and I've heard that both runners are on PB pace. Yeah, she does not have a pool. There's gonna be no swimming parties, no pool parties at Clairvoyage, sadly. But what we are gonna be having is a party on the balcony with 15 boos. But before that, we have the safari room, because everybody has a safari room in their house, where we're gonna be freezing those guys to get their elements off, because they're elemental ghosts. You need to freeze them before you can damage them. Here we're gonna see both runners, first Pancakes, then Kaii, attempt a double, where you push the garbage ghost, the green ghost, into the other guy, and they're both gonna be getting it. Pancakes activating the chair and gets the boo in the perfect spot. Actually, he's doing very well. Both runners are doing very well. Pancakes just slightly in the lead. Kaii with a very good check as well, finding the boo within seconds. So this boss, for casual players, it's a nightmare. For runners, it could be a nightmare, but usually it's fine. What we try to do is there's a method which we just run around the statue or run towards the statue to pop the losses, then run to the other side and shoot an ice ball, and that usually hits most of the boos, if not all of them. And you can very easily get the other boos, but they can be a bit unpredictable, so what could happen is missing a lot of boos with the ice, or even worse, not getting the ice at all, because the ice could maybe move to where they cannot collect it, which is very unlikely. Doesn't happen for Pancakes. Let's see about Kaii. Kaii also doesn't get it. Oh, he misses the pop though. Oh yeah, he backs it up very well. Ooh, and Pancakes with these boosts spread out, he should be able to get the one cycle just fine. Yeah. Kind of messy there. Kaii might be able to save a bit of time even with his slightly messier pop. Yeah. It looks like he still had the overall better boss fight. Yeah, just a few seconds separating these two runners from one another. We still see the moon in the background there, even though we just blew it up. Probably a different moon. So we're going to be going back to the Portificationizer for the last time, at least in the speedrun for the last time. And Egat still feels the need to explain what the machine does, even though we've been here twice before. Or maybe he's saying something completely different. Once again, I don't know what he's saying. But if the moon we just saw was the real moon, then what was the other thing? A fake moon? Who would have a fake moon in their house? So we're gonna be seeing area 4 here, the longest area, even though it's content-wise not even that big, but it just happens to take place in the attic and the basement mainly. So we're gonna be seeing a lot of walking up and warping down the mansion. So right now we're going to be going to the balcony, which we just beat Bolossus on, and we're going to be going to the area 4 door, but yeah, something very crazy is about to happen there. So yeah, this race is very close. Both runners without electricity at the moment. And that means ghosts have free reign. So they're gonna be spawning in all sorts of places, so they're gonna have to maneuver very carefully to avoid them. So every little turn and twist of Luigi is planned, is to avoid the ghosts from appearing. So, in order to end the blackout, we need to go to the breaker room, but right now that is locked by Uncle Grimly. He has the key, so we're going to be going to give him a quick visit. Thing about this ghost, ooh, Mancake's very lucky. It's actually completely random when he decides to be captured, and they both get pretty much perfect luck on it, so we're not going to be seeing any difference on that. It has happened in races where one of the runners gets a very long wait there, and the other gets a very short or instant Grimly hearts showing. So, ooh, Pancake's going for the wall strat tech skip setup, and Kaii is not. So we're going to be seeing probably the hardest Boo to capture in the game, apart from King Boo himself. The reason this Boo is hard is he has 200 HP, while usually you can only get Boos up to 150 HP. That's because there's a stunlock method that is used, that you can only do 15 times, and you can do it for 10 HP at a time. But what Pancake is going to be doing is he's going to be trying to pull this Boo to the right, to extend the length that he can damage every Boo, because he just lets the Boo leave for a bit. Oh man, he just barely misses it. 1 HP, that's very unfortunate. And it looks like Kaii is going to miss him too. These runners very similar in all of this race. That's really unfortunate because they were both on very good pace. But like I said, it's probably the most difficult part of the run, or not the run, difficult Boo of the run to capture. So the backup plan here is if that Boo escapes, most runners are probably going to be rechecking the breaker room to see if the Boo has gone back. If he has, that's very good news. If he hasn't, then they're going to have to clear the pipe room. And both runners don't get him to respawn, so they're both going to have to clear the pipe room. But this is interesting. They both are probably very upset they messed up, but for the race, it doesn't really make a difference. It's still the same exact scenario as before that. Kaii did gain a little bit of time on Pancakes because of a cleaner cellar room. But yeah, missing the boo by 1 HP is, yeah, it's the worst. I can't begin to explain how difficult it is to get that boo consistently. These runners have put in a lot of time practicing, but it shows still with all that practice, it keeps being hard. So here we have upcoming one of the newer developments, and we're not gonna see any runner do it, sadly. There is a triple that was recently found, or at least a triple setup that was recently found for these soldier ghosts that we're gonna fight. But it actually requires the spawning of the bowling ghost in the hallway to the left of this to make the blue soldier appear way further behind, way further back, which makes the elevator open to get an easy triple. But they're not going to be even opting for it, because going for a double is, under normal circumstances, the only, like, the fastest thing you can do. Ooh, Kaii with a very clean double, overlapping basically all the damage and taking the lead because of it. So they're pretty much even. Their boosts, their breaker boosts are at 4 and 1 HP respectively for Kaii and Pancakes. They're both going to be opting to burn the Shy Guys. It's actually slightly faster to get a suck up with all of them, a 6-piece. It's also a bit harder and a bit riskier. So in this setting, they're just going to be opting to take the safe route. Ooh, and Pancakes gets a little stumble skip there. So yeah, this is still anyone's game. We have the final boss coming up. Not now, but just in a bit. And the final boss, you could easily lose 20 seconds by making a slight error. So if the runners stay within 20 seconds of each other, it's still very much anyone's game. I assume both runners are familiar with the one cycle on King Boo at the end. Ooh, Pancakes with kind of a messy setup. I hope he's gonna get this. Yeah, it's good. Kaii also with a fantastic... Oh no, he missed one. I didn't even notice. And standing on the respawn spot. So that actually allows Pancakes to take the lead again. And it looks like Pancakes Boo and Kai's Boo might be in the perfect spot. Let's see it. Pancakes, yes. Kaii, come on. Oh, Kaii gets the bomb. Oh, and Pancakes! What are you doing? Oh no, please. This could be very bad. This is very bad. If this Boo goes down, it's pretty much even again. Yeah, they're pretty much even. They both have to mirror warp in this room. Yeah, it's about even. Kai's slightly ahead now. Ooh, and Pancakes with Divine Gore-Tex. I hope he doesn't forget to mirror warp. Okay, no, they both don't forget. We all know it can be very easy to forget this sometimes. Yeah, none of the runners attempting the dev special. The patented dev special. What they're gonna be doing now is, there's another room that's optional to clear. It's not optional to go into because we're gonna need a key from there. But clearing the room is gonna be optional. But they're gonna have to do that because the Boo from the other room is hiding in here, and you have to light up the room if you want to capture the Boo. So what they're gonna be doing is they're gonna spawn the ghost. They're gonna freeze the little water, whatever that is. And then they're gonna be trying to activate this Boo. Oh, and Kaii activating the wrong Boo. But given that he still has a cutscene to wait for, he just activated before. He just waits for the Boo to go out, and then he's gonna get the Boo afterwards. And Pancakes with a lucky boost spawn, getting it first try. So Pancakes, it looks like Kai's ahead, but it's probably Pancakes who has the lead here. So this key, you don't actually need to light up the room to get that key. So usually in an out-of-bounds speedrun, you don't see that. It's like synced. It's gonna be synced. Almost. Kai with a slightly long text and a stumble. I wonder, did this boo, did this pipe room move for Kai go down to this room? Because if so, he's gonna maybe have a bit of trouble if he finds it again. So Sir Weston is casually probably the hardest of the normal portrait ghosts to get in one cycle, not counting Chauncey obviously, because that's a different story, or King Boo. But these runners just make quick work of it. Kai having a bit of trouble activating the Boo, but he does get the first try spawn, while Pancakes does not. Oh, that's what I just mentioned. Kai, you have to spam R-pumps, he doesn't leave. So that's actually really bad for Kai, he has to wait. Oh, and he didn't wait long enough before activating the Boo. That's so unfortunate. So just because he activated the wrong Boo first, which he had no control over, he's going to be losing a lot of time here. So Pancakes with just a 50-49 warp. Kai exactly 10 seconds behind. So this could still be anyone's game. It's gonna come down to the ending. It's gonna come down to the task 1 cycle, guys. Whoever goes for the task 1 cycle will just give that person the win. But it's good to see both runners 40 boosts. They collected all the boosts they need, so all they have to do now is get the key to the secret altar, which we get from this ghost in this room right here, Van Gore. Should probably switch to Pancake's audio. Yeah, so we're the lucky ones to hear Pancake's audio. He himself cannot even hear it. But yeah, we're gonna be seeing a gauntlet of all the ghosts we've captured. All the normal ghosts, almost. With triples. So the optimal strategy is for all of them, except for the last one, to get a triple suck-up. For the last ones, we're gonna be seeing them burn the ghost, and Kai actually, he messes up. This might be enough to put Pancakes far enough in the lead that even if he messes up the King Boo 1 cycle and Kai gets it, he still wins. But we're gonna have to see. So Pancakes, 2 sets of triples. Oh, and Kai misses another one. This is bad. This is bad for Kai. So now Pancakes has to really mess up King Boo in order for Kai to win. We're going to be looking at the time here. It's going to be getting Van Gore at 53:22. So as long as Kai stays within 20 seconds of that, he still has a chance. Otherwise he also has a chance, but it's just going to be a very slim chance. So he's just barely within 20 seconds. So this could still be anyone's game. If Pancakes messes up the 1 cycle and Kai gets it, Kai wins. But Kai has to... He cannot afford to make any mistakes right now. He has to He has to give it his all. Ooh, and that's scary. It's probably not gonna matter to the final result of the race, but you hate to see it. Kaii just barely avoiding the Dora the Exploder ghost there. So now we're gonna be saving Mario. First, before we do that, we have to defeat King Boo. As I mentioned, there's a way to one-cycle this boss fight by for King Boo, which requires a very difficult set of techniques. First of all, you need to be shooting a bomb from the ground into the air, which is pretty precise, but not the hardest thing in the world. And then, as you're damaging King Boo, you need to shoot another bomb at Bowser's floating head, and that resets the timer so you can keep damaging, and that's just enough to get King Boo in one cycle. But it's pretty difficult. There's no room for error. So we're gonna be seeing who is whose one cycle is better, and whose one cycle is better is the one who's gonna win. The Pancake's up first. He's not going for the task one cycle. He's going for the standard RTA one cycle. Probably. Oh, he's even going for it? No, he's going for a two cycle. If Kaii one cycles here, he might win. It's gonna be very close. He might have to go for the task one cycle. Oh no! Oh no, that's very bad for Kaii. Kaii doesn't even get to go for it. So that probably means Pancake just takes it. Unless he messes up here. Oh, that's so unfortunate for Kaii. Yeah, Pancake takes it. We'll never know. We'll never know if that one cycle would have worked. Pancakes takes it. 56-34. Kaii 56-51. Yeah, so very close. We couldn't have expected a closer race from these two runners. Very good runs from both runners, and we have Kaii here. What's good, my man?
Man, I'm not mad about the one cycle, because even if I got it, it would have been like a 36. So Pancake still would have won. So it is.
Would it have been a 36? It looked like you were within 20 seconds of him.
Doesn't it only say 15?
Yeah, that's right. I guess Pancakes didn't go for the. He didn't go for the setup, so it wouldn't have saved that much time.
Yeah, so but even if I got it, it would have been 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But still, you guys both had incredible runs.
Yeah,
it was such a close race.
We were so close the entire time. It was ridiculous.
So, how are you feeling about that area 4, that breaker Boo miss?
I mean, I could have waited to drag Breaker Boo one more time when the drag would have mattered, and it could have worked. But it was that, and the fact that he spawned so high that as soon as he got to the left side and I tried to drag him, it was guaranteed he was gonna double cackle. It was just how it is.
So you already got a double cackle at the start?
Yeah, it happened right at the beginning. There was no way I was avoiding it, because he spawned with like the top of his head touching the light. Like, he was so high up. It was just over at that point.
Very unfortunate.
Now that like Clockwork Room and Rooftop was really good. That part was good.
You got an insanely good double on the soldiers.
Yeah.
That was very nice to see. And overall, even the early game, it didn't have like basically any mistakes, any big mistakes.
There's
You were on
some,
PB pace.
I was minus 20 after blackout.
That's crazy. So, after your PAL no out of bounds run, are you gonna be going to NTSC no out of bounds to try to improve your time? Because obviously you can do it.
All
Showing
five
by
of
this
my
run.
all five of my categories are bad, including the new one. Because I mean, I lost a minute in Area 4 in PAL.
Bro just gets a record and calls it bad.
I literally lost a minute. I mean, I don't know, but I left rooftop and my best possible time was like a 102.05. So, yeah. But no, I'm probably gonna focus on PAL 100% because that category is gonna happen too. So
Interesting, interesting. Gonna be love to be seeing that PAL 100%. Probably the best category in the game.
it's gonna be rough because I plan on skipping breaker speedy. So
you're gonna be going for that. That's some dedication. That's some dedication, man.
well,
I could never.
You can just wait to get breaker speedy in Area 4, so you can still check 2F before you get breaker speedy.
I guess that makes sense.
Though I'm probably just gonna risk it on sealed mouse because I'm crazy. So
Do you think it will be enough to get to beat the 116?
I've tied your run at Clairvoya without skipping it. So if I also skip it, I'm gonna be like 40 ahead of that. So, and also there's all the new strategies we've come up with that save almost a minute if you add them all up. So, because there's the thing where you drop Nana on purpose.
Yeah,
and
crazy strats.
Yeah, but hey, 56 in a tournament race, that's still good too.
Yeah,
I'm happy with
it's
that.
very good.
This tournament, I've gotten 2 56s and a 55, so...
Yeah, awesome, you did very well. Your PB is just barely a 55. So getting a 55 in a race so close to PB just means you have more potential in there too, like you just mentioned. And yeah, Pancakes didn't come in for the interview, but I just want to say GG's to both runners for how you played and how close of a race it was.
Yeah, GG's. Pancakes took the win when I messed up the 2 waves in Van Gore. That pretty much sealed it. So
very unfortunate.
I had to think about what to do because in PAL you have to do like a really wide swing instead of going for it instantly. So I had to think about it for a second. Oh, I don't know if you saw this, but at the end of Blackout, I walked right.
I did not see that. I missed that.
I just held right after the Blackout animation played, like when I lifted the breaker, because I'm so used to moving right. So that was the one PAL movement that was still in me.
Yeah, I was already thinking you're probably gonna do at least something like that.
Literally, chess cutscene played, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm hugging the barrels.
That's.
I thought about spawning the boo then and there and just getting the key after at that point, but
Honestly, that's not even the worst. That probably would have been faster at that point, but you don't want to have any inconsistencies in that room.
Yeah. Well, the Miles and Mega Lightning races just started probably.
Oh yeah, they were racing right after this. So yeah, to everybody who watched this race, thank you so much for watching. You can go watch another race at Twitch TV/SpeedGaming 5, it seems. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, it's 5.
I want to thank once again both runners for the amazing showcase today. Kaii, do you have any final remarks?
I mean, I knew there was a chance that I was going to lose, and I mean, Pancakes just improved at an incredible rate, and not only Pancakes showed it wasn't a one-off run today either. The 55.
Yeah.
Pancakes didn't just get a god run. Pancakes actually has improved significantly. So GG's to Pancakes for that. It's really impressive.
Yeah, indeed, very impressive. Just like your run. So Pancakes is going to be moving on here to the next round of the losers bracket, facing HD Lax, none other than HD Lax, in the next race. So that's going to be very hype. Make sure to check that out when it is scheduled. Thank you to SpeedGaming for hosting this, and thank you to everybody for watching. Peace out.
Farewell.